The boy never imagined that awakening alchemy would make him a disgrace, so they exiled him to a dangerous little village to be its lord. But right when he arrived, he found the village under attack by a band of thieves. The outer fence was there, but it was only a matter of time before they broke through. He hadn't even started as lord yet, and he faced a big problem. He had few people with him, only guards who escorted him. Rushing in would cause needless deaths, but they had to fight anyway. At that moment, the butler who taught him to read came up with a plan. He used to be a famous four-element magician. He would first build a protective wall with magic. Others could attack from afar behind it. Once the enemies focused there, the knights good at close combat would strike from the side. They could win with the least losses. As the oldest and most experienced, no one argued with his plan, and it went just as he said. The protective wall was a dirt wall from earth magic. The far attacks were arrows and spells. They wore down the enemies and got their attention. When the thieves came over, the knights hit from the side. Leading the charge was the vice captain, also Van's sword teacher. He could take on 100 alone. Plus, Van's followers were all battle-tested pros. Soon the thief gang fell apart. The thief leader saw he was losing, so he tried to break through behind the wall. This surprise move caught everyone off guard. He targeted Van's side's magician. Just when they thought he would succeed, Van had been waiting there to stop any sneak attacks. He had trained sword with the vice captain for years. He surprised the leader and cut his leg. Seizing the chance, his personal guard rushed up and finished him with one strike. This guard was a slave Van had taken in before. His sword skill was even better than Van's. With the leader down, the fight ended. Some in Van's group were just adventurers hired to escort him to the village. They came for money at first, but Van saved their team's magician, so to repay him, the captain decided to stay a while. Getting extra strong helpers for free was a nice surprise. Next, they entered the village, but Van was shocked. It was poorer than he thought. Why the attack? The village chief explained. They were too poor to pay taxes, so the country gave up on them. Without protection, thieves targeted them. But the root cause was poverty. As the new lord, Van had 3 ways to change things. 1. Create value the country couldn't ignore. 2. Make money to hire mercenaries. 3. Rebuild and develop the village himself. Seeing the villagers doubt him, Van decided to act. But first, strengthen the defenses. The outer fence looked solid, but fire would destroy it next time. So he had the butler use earth magic to make a dirt wall around the village for now. Then dig a moat. That would stop invaders well. The knights handled that. While they worked, he wanted to try alchemy. Since awakening it, he never used it. He thought he could just imagine and reshape materials into what he wanted. With only wood around, he first thought of making nanofiber. It had many uses. His first try worked great. After making some block-shaped nanofiber, he had Alt swing full force at it. It didn't get a scratch. Alt strike could smash rocks. Van experimented all day, making lots of gear with alchemy. But people who knew about it were amazed. Alchemy was hard because it used tons of mana. Even small items were tough, but his mana seemed endless. Van didn't know why. With some experience, he planned to make a house with alchemy. They needed a place to stay, or sleep outside. Early next morning, he started. Materials were nanofiber. He just imagined how to form it. With a clear picture in mind, a house appeared in reality. When it was done, everyone there was stunned.